Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our YouTube channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is also fantastic, and maybe you could also let me know where you are watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenya Kwanza earlier today unveiled their 5-member team to negotiate with Raila Odinga's Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance. And from that team, it is clear that Musalia Mudavadi and his party, ANC party, has actually been locked out of the talks by UDA and William Ruto. Why do you think William Ruto's party, UDA party, locked out Musalia Mudavadi and his party from the talks? Because, you know, politics is about interest. And there's no way you can convince me that Musalia Mudavadi doesn't have any interest in this particular matter. So I want to reveal to you guys the reasons why William Ruto and Kenya Kwanza locked out Musalia Mudavadi and ANC party from these talks. Before you do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. What we do on this channel is that we analyze politics in a way you can't find any other place. Like I know for sure, what I'm about to explain to you here, you can't find it any other place. So ladies and gentlemen, why do you think Musalia Mudavadi was locked out? Because let us begin by looking at the people who are appointed to this team. Team leader is going to be Kimani Ichung'wah. Kimani Ichung'wah is a close ally of William Samoei Arap Ruto. And Kimani Ichung'wah is a member of UDA party. The second individual is Aaron Cheruiyot. Aaron Cheruiyot is the majority leader at the Senate, another close ally of William Samoei Arap Ruto and a member of UDA party. The third individual is Cecil Mbarire. Mbarire is the Embu governor and also the chairperson of UDA party, another close ally of William Samoei Arap Ruto. And remember, now we have 3 UDA members. At number 4 is Hassan Omar Sarai, the vice chairperson of UDA party, again another close ally of William Samoei Arap Ruto. So which means UDA party has 4. Then the 5th person is the Bungoma women representative, Wabulianga, a close associate of Moses Masika Wetangula, which means out of 5 individuals, Musalia Mudavadi has 0 representation. The truth of the matter is that Cleophas Malala, who was a key ally of Musalia Mudavadi, is nowadays the Secretary General of UDA party. If anything, he ought to have been included here, but it's not here. So which means Musalia Mudavadi is not represented. Why do you think Musalia Mudavadi was locked out? I want to be very brief because time is not on our side. But before I give you all those reasons, allow me to take this opportunity to thank the following people who sent me the coffee earlier today. I'm so grateful. You can also do the same using the numbers you are seeing on your screen now. Let us dive in. Why do you think Musalia Mudavadi was locked out? Number 1 is Musalia Mudavadi and Rigathi Gachagwa's war in Kenya Kwanza. Both Mudavadi and Rigathi Gachagua had actually expressed interest in cheering the team. And because you can only have one chair, William Ruto, in his own wisdom, realized that if he allowed Mudavadi to chair the team, then Rigathi Gachagua was going to complain. If he allowed Rigathi Gachagua to chair the team, Mudavadi was going to complain. And of course, you also remember the statement by Boni Alwale the other day, which confirms that indeed there is serious war between Musalia Mudavadi and Rigathi Gachagua. So that war is what extended to this committee.
Ruto president kukaa na Raila ni kitu mzuri, kwa sababu afadhali wakae washindwe kuelewana, wapigane ngumi kwa hiyo nyumba, lakini Wakenya tuwe salama. Watoto wetu wasikufe kwa ajili ya sisi wanasiasa. Ninaunga hiyo kitu mkono, na ningependa kuomba ndugu zangu kutoka Mount Kenya. Nimeona jana wamekimbia wakiteta kwamba lazima deputy president awe ndani ya mkutano. Members of parliament from Mount Kenya, you are being premature. Kwa sababu watu wa kwanza wawili kukaa alikuwa Ruto na Raila bandu babunaye kura. Alafu wamepitisha kwamba wataita watu 5 kutoka upande huu, 5 kutoka upande huu, alafu wakae maneno ishe. Kama Mount Kenya mnataka namna hivyo, there's nothing wrong. The deputy president can be one of the 5 people on the Kenya Kwanza side. Alafu on the Azimio side, Kalonzo Musyoka awe one of those people. Where is the problem?
So Musalia Mudavadi ended up losing. Ruto said, okay, if that's the case, I'm taking charge. So he identified his key allies, people who cannot betray him. Then Wetangula akaleta mtu wake. So that's number 1. Number 2, for those who've been within the political circles, there is always this story that Musalia Mudavadi is a poor negotiator. Musalia Mudavadi cannot negotiate well. He lacks negotiation skills. And that's why even in William Ruto's cabinet, as we speak, Musalia Mudavadi doesn't have a member of cabinet on his name. All members of cabinet at least can be attributed to specific individuals. For example, if you look at Wetangula, the Minister for Health, Susan Nakhumicha, is actually a beneficiary of Moses Masika Wetangula. For Mudavadi, he's a poor negotiator. He lost in the cabinet. He doesn't have a member of cabinet to his name. In this team, he doesn't have a member. And in fact, if you even look the the PSS, Wetangula gained more appointments than Musalia Mudavadi. Those are the realities. And because as long as he's comfortable, it's okay, he doesn't really push for his own interest. That's why Ruto decided, okay, this guy is a poor negotiator. For him, he's comfortable. What we do, let us drop that line that, okay, this team is going to discuss about his position because of the ruling on the chief administrative secretaries. Which takes us to the 3rd point. Musalia Mudavadi's direct interest. You see, Kenya Kwanza and Azimio are supposed to discuss certain issues. In Kenya Kwanza's demand, if you followed it, the 4th item is the position of the Prime Cabinet Secretary in the Republic of Kenya. Now, who is the holder of that office? The holder of that office is none other than Musalia Mudavadi. So it was easy to convince Musalia Mudavadi that he should not feature anywhere. His party should not feature anywhere because he has direct interest. That if you were to chair that team, and then the team was to discuss about the office of the Prime Cabinet Secretary, then Kenyan would interpret to mean that Musalia Mudavadi is actually creating a position for himself. Again, if you were to front an ally, still the interpretation would be the same. That Musalia Mudavadi is keen on his own political interest. So that's how he was convinced that you have an interest there. So you don't need to have a representation. And for me, that is a big blow for Musalia Mudavadi. Number 4, Ruto is also keen, in my view, on taming both Musalia Mudavadi and Rigathi Gachagua. And that's why the two are not represented in this team. An argument can be advanced that they were not represented because both of them are government officials and therefore should not be participating in politics, which is true. But again, they have their allies down here. Rigathi Gachagua can front his ally. Musalia Mudavadi can front his ally. But Ruto, in his own wisdom, decided to try and tame their ambitions. If you were to give Mudavadi to chair this committee, and then this committee will come up with certain recommendations, and Rigathi Gachagua disagrees with those recommendations, who will you blame? And if you are to appoint Rigathi Gachagua and leave out Musalia Mudavadi, then again you look at it. Because even if you take from Azimio side, the moment Azimio named Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka as the chair of that committee, most Kenyans started thinking and speculating that probably Raila Odinga is now grooming who? Kalonzo Musyoka. That's the fact. So now if Ruto were to appoint Mudavadi or Gachagua, it would have been interpreted differently. But that's not William Ruto's intention. William Ruto is trying to tame this gentleman using this strategy. He appoints Aaron Cheriot. He appoints Kimani Ichung'wah. If you look at those two individuals, do they have any ambition as at now beyond William Ruto's presidency in 2027? They don't. And why do you think William Ruto made Kimani Ichung'wah the majority leader in the National Assembly? Why? It means he fits into his schemes of things. And earlier when these appointments were made, actually when Ruto appointed Kimani Ichung'wah, Moses Kuria, I opined that time that was William Ruto's strategy of taming Rigathi Gachagua. Because if you allow Rigathi Gachagua to go the way he wants, then he won't have a break. So William Ruto can easily tame Rigathi Gachagua. Like if Rigathi Gachagua to try to frustrate this process, Ruto can use Kimani Ichung'wah. Again, by doing that, he's also taming Musalia Mudavadi's ambition. He's telling them, if you're planning to use this opportunity to advance your politics, no way. And lastly, I think it's Musalia Mudavadi is just suffering from collateral damage. The fact is, Ruto and Rigathi are buddies. But William Ruto is not sure with Rigathi Gachagua. William Ruto probably believes in this process and is so sure that Rigathi Gachagua does not believe in this process. So what does that tell you? You use excuse to lock out Mudavadi and the same excuse to lock out Rigathi Gachagua. Because there's no way Rigathi Gachagua can be left out and Mudavadi is appointed. There's no way Mudavadi can be appointed, and then you give excuse that, you know, Mudavadi is not a government, is not a state officer. So I don't know what you think, but that's my take. Thank you guys, and if you enjoyed this video up to this stage, please let me know. I've read the comments today. Most of you are in agreement that leo luku iliweza. So the truth of the matter is that today the temperature in Kisumu was fine. And I also attended some high-level meetings. You know, there are certain meetings, if you go, you must put on, ile suti yako nawekanga ya kuenda kwa in-laws. So from the feedback, I think I need to put on more of this. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.